Good morning, student. Today our topic of discussion is the distribution of continent and ocean. You all are familiar with the map of the world. The position of the continents and ocean that we see in the map have not been same in the past. Now question arises why they changed their position and how they changed their position. Now all the questions we found if we discuss continental drift theory. So let's start our discussion about the distribution of ocean and continents. Distribution of ocean and continents. Okay, so if we discuss about distribution of ocean and continent, the theory of continental drift theory is very much important. So this theory was first introduced by a German meteorologist named Alfred Wegener. Alfred Wegener introduced continental drift theory in 1912. This theory actually regarding the distributions of ocean and continents. According to Wegener, in the past geological time, all the continents are grouped together and form a large continental mass. This known as Pangaea, and remaining ocean is known as Panthalassa. So here we draw a map . So this large continental mass is known as Pangaea. Okay, this large continental mass is known as Pangaea and the ocean known as Panthalassa. According to Wegener, that in geological past this large continental mass is known as Pangaea and the ocean known as Panthalassa. Now what happened? The force that involved for drifting this continent is tidal and earth rotation. So these forces are active here in the geological past, and these forces are broke the continental mass into two pieces. These two pieces one known as Laurasia, another known as Gondwana. Land. These form northern and this form in northern land and this form in southern land. So after the movement of the continent due to the force of one is earth rotation, another was tidal force. These two forces are active for the drifting of continent according to Wegener. So these two forces when active in the past geological time, then this large continental mass broke into two pieces. One is known as Laurasia, which was stated in northern part, and another was Gondwana land, which was stated in the southern part, and remaining oceans are known as Panthalassa. Then further continued breaking of the Laurasia and Gondwana land, we found small pieces of continent that exist today. So this is a simple theory of continental drift which was introduced by a German meteorologist Alfred Wegener. Now evidences are shown in respect of this continental drift theory. Now let's see what was the evidences that was support continental drift theory. So first one is matching of continents. Matching of continents. See, the Southern America and the land of Africa that facing each other are, we found that remarkable and unmistakable match if we join these two one here, this part and this part, if we join here, then we found that remarkable and unmistakable matching we found if we join these two continents. So this type of matching is known as jigsaw fit. So this matching of continents support that in further geological time all the land masses are together. Then after that force are active, that means tidal force and earth rotation, these two forces when active and break the continental mass, and they are found in small continental mass that exists today. So this was the first evidence that matching of continents. Then second is rock type. Rock type which was found in Africa and which was found in South America are matching. So this is also an evidence that in past geological time all the continental mass are formed together a large continental, that is known as Pangaea. Then next we talk about identical plants and animals. Identical plants and animals. That means in these two continental mass we found that plant and animals are also similar. That means in past geological time these two continental mass are joined. That means according to Wegener, in past geological time all the continental mass are joined together, and when the force active, that means earth rotation and tidal force, these forces are break the continental mass first of all into land. That means Laurasia and Gondwana. Laurasia in southern part and Gondwana is Laurasia in northern part and Gondwana land in southern part. So after the continued breaking of Laurasia and Gondwana land, we found smaller pieces of continent that exist today in the map of the world. So these are the evidences that support continental drift theory, and the forces that active for the continental drift theory, one was earth rotation and another was tidal force. Thank you.